This is a quick video I've been meaning to do for ages. I wanted to explain and show you guys how I wired up my amplifier to the back of my car. It's taken me till I've sold my car to make this video to show you guys. So obviously I just sold this one. This is my ST170. Did have a W-Reg 1400 before I got this one, so this was quite a jump. Great car, but I tell you now, I'm just fed up with the tax, man. You see the tax prices of these bloody things, it's stupid. So yeah, sadly getting rid of it, and I've got a little baby girl now, so got to look for something more family friendly. Well, here we go, yeah. So what you got, depends on what sort of woofer you get. New people might start out with active subwoofers. They've got subwoofers where the amps are built in with the woofer. I wouldn't recommend it, but it's got to start somewhere. It'll give you bass, it'll give you what you want. Just won't do it for too long because they tend to overheat. So yeah, that's a trip for Alfords for you. I like separates. I like independent, so I like my own amp separate. I've got my own sub, my own box. I've got my own kit. So what happens is you have a power cable, you'll have an RCA lead, okay, and you'll have a remote wire, usually in a kit. And first thing I tend to do when with these focuses, right, take your fuse out all the time. I always do that, and do not wire it up. It's the last thing you do, right? So always get a good battery. What I did with the Mark 1 Focus, it's the same on the 1.5 facelift as well as the Mark 1, and the same with the 3-door and the 5-door, because this is a 5-door ST. I had a 3-door W-Reg 1400. So what I did was I run the cable just here under the bonnet, so it'll come from the battery, run along, and I put it underneath this. This was already in the car, I didn't put that in. And I just wedged it up inside the wing like that, poked it through, yeah, poke it through and feed it through, really. So we'll come around to this side. Okay, so you'll have your wing. So all I did was poke it through, and this is just a rubber bung, it's like a blanker. Like McDonald's on the caps, get a knife, a sharp knife, and just do a cross, just like McDonald's, just like the McDonald's cups, yeah? So, like where the straw goes in, this is your cable, right? Just poke it through, this is your bung. Just cut it and poke it in that way, because that bung's there to stop anything like, well, it stops it wobbling around, and if you take it out, it'll be resting against rough metal, which obviously you need movement. And if it moves with that rubber bung missing, it could cut away at the sheath, and all sorts of shitty problems could happen. So yeah, do that, do what I say, cut it in, poke it through. Alright? But make sure you poke it through, and then pull it all out. With the ST, I just poked it through here, pulled it out, got a whole lot, put it all out. But make sure you've still got plenty down at front to bolt onto your battery. Bring it down, which I then took this plastic off. It was literally two of them screws really, and it just pulled off. I know it's a bit of a shit job, plastic is horrible. 1 minute it's there, the next minute it's in bits. So pull it out, and you're left with something like this. This is my remote lead, which will come from the deck, right? Which I then run behind the glove box, just to keep it out of the way, which is what will tell the amp to turn on with the head, alright? Run it down here. You can run them together. I wouldn't run RCAs with power or anything like that. Definitely not, because you can get hissing, you can get interference, and you don't want that. And all I did from here, you see what I've done here? Just poke it with your fingers. I mean, mine might look easier because these wires have been under it for a while, but don't lift this up. Don't lift this up and then poke the wires in and bash this down, because you could cut these. I did it on my first car, and I ended up replacing this wire. Alright, so all I then did, just get your fingers and just poke them in, just like that, all the way along. So your remote lead and your power. Run them through here. This is the 5-door, so obviously the doors are smaller, to the back of the car. Again, just keep pushing them underneath. Alright, so we come to the other door. Again, if you had a 3-door, your door will probably be about here, and you have all this plastic. Again, just poke it in. So you come back here, you see where the front of the car is, you would have poked it in down that trail there, underneath here, and just carry on poking it here, over here. Don't pull the seat forward. It'll pop straight out there. Trust me. Just keep playing with it, and you'll get it in there to your amp. That's why I had my amp. I put some like Velcro, so it stuck to the floor. Stuck to that, so it wouldn't roll around the boot. Right. So that'll be your remote and your power cable. All right. So now you're going to want an earth. Earth is always good, short and sweet, nice and thick. In the Focus, it was the same in my W Edge for 1400. There's a little bolt just here. Alright, just there. That's a 10mm bolt. This is my Earth, which I just tucked underneath the carpet. All you got to do, undo that, pull the bolt out, put that in its place, and then tighten that bolt. So take it off, put this next to that, yeah, and then screw it down, and there's your Earth. I haven't had no problems doing that, you know, but I'm just showing you what I did, and I've used it for ages, and I've never had a problem. Okay, so you've got the power down your left side of the car. Let's just say that's easier. Left side, that's where your battery is, right? So now you want data, right? Because you don't want to run it with it. Now what I did with the data is I run it down this side of the car. Yeah, so your RCAs. Yeah. These are your RCAs, go into the back of the head unit and the subwoofer out. Alright? And all I then did, I run them underneath, above the pedals. But again, all I did, they come away from the head. Right? Away from your head. Obviously that radio won't work with it because it hasn't got sub out. So you'd have your own radio in there. Poke it down here into the body. And just down here by your clutch, there's a little place up here. Alright, and you can pull it down, like feed the wires to yourself, you can't get a mate to help you. And then all I did was I tucked it in underneath this lip. Here, it's got a lip. Tuck it in, it comes out, and then just poke it in the plastic. Yeah, so just poke it in, feed it in, it's hard with one hand. This is my subwoofer. It was a remote control. Because sometimes the bass can get a bit hairy and you don't want to pull over and do the amp. And I didn't want to play with the head. I'd rather just turn the knob and be done with it, you know? So I had that. And all I could do, I run that with data. I didn't have any problem, no hissing, no nothing. And again, just like you did on the other side for the power cables and the remote, just poke it in underneath this. That's all it is. You can see that was there. Poke it in again from there. Definitely keep away from the pedals, guys, because you don't want it getting in the way of your feet or whoever's driving it. Alright, through here. Just there you are, there's your leads. I haven't removed them yet. So again, I could pull the seat forward and you'd see. And then back here you'll have your RCAs. Yeah? RCAs and your remotes. Your remote is here. That's the remote cable for this amp. And you've got your RCAs, which are here. It doesn't matter what end, you can have them behind the deck if you want, or you can have the other end, don't matter. Yeah, that's pretty much how I did it, mate. So then wire it all up, get it all done. So you've got your remote and yeah, to your amp. Wire up this, and then obviously you'd have your subwoofer here. Obviously I took mine out. Take yours out. Put all your plastics back on. It's a really easy job, mate. Just take your time. That's all I did. Because I've caught my friends, literally, seriously, putting the power cable up inside the bloody wheel arch. Literally behind the guard around the plastic. So yeah, so once you've done all that, that's a 10mm bolt. Well, it is on my car, it should be the same on yours. Put that on, right? Then get an Allen key or whatever it may be, and then put your fuse in. Once you've done everything. So once you've wired up your deck, you've wired up your earth, you've wired up the whole lot, right? And you're about ready to turn it on to see if it works, okay? Then put your fuse in. That's honestly what I do. Never do it first, because the moment it makes contact with the amp, you can blow the fuse at the front, and you don't want to do that. I've done that before too. You don't want to do that. So yeah, and then that's your stuff right there, mate. See, on the back of this radio, this is a good radio, this one ain't too bad. On the back of this, let me set up rear, yeah? But yeah, man. But yeah, I've been meaning to do this video for ages, you know what I mean? In another car later, I can finally make it to show you guys what I did. I'm sure there's other ways of doing it. I don't know if other people with a Focus has done it a different way. But yeah, that's how I've done it, and I'm having no problems. Alright, but thanks for watching, guys. Hope this has gave you some inspiration, some idea of how to do it, because seriously, I didn't have a monkeys, mate. So yeah. So I've just got to remove all this bad boy, because I'm selling her. Got to get something more family based now. Little girls come along, you know what I mean? And car's getting a bit expensive, you know. When you get a kid, mate, cool. But yeah, any questions, you know, drop me a message or whatever, and I'll see what I can help you with. But yeah, So yeah, that's all I can really say to you, but do that last, because you'll blow them up otherwise. Yeah, so like in this case, if you've wired it all up, put that on the battery, then put your fuse on, then go in the car, and then have some fun and turn it on and then have a play with it. But bearing in mind, say for example you're starting a fresh install, so you've got like the standard Ford radio, you might, and if you've got these, the steering wheel controls, you might have to get an adapter for your radio to make that work. With the Pioneer, I had to get this little kit here, which is like a resistive module, which would plug into the controls on the steering wheel to give you the control for the Pioneer. I think it was like that on Sony, that leads for Sony decks and Pioneers. But yeah, I hope this helped. Yeah, sorry to blabber on, but yeah, get to it and play it loud, mate. You take care, guys. I'll see you later.